So today we discuss about the DML commands. So DML commands are nothing but whatever the data you are saving in the database that you can do with the help of the DML commands. So in the last session we discussed about the DDL commands. So what is a DDL? Create, alter, drop, truncate. So with the DDL commands we can create the table along with some of the columns. Now, after creating the table, what we have to do? We have to insert the data into that. So, in order to insert the data, after inserting what, if I want to do some modifications or I want to delete some records, so whatever the modifications you want to do for the data of the table, we are doing with the DML commands. Okay. So, the first DML command is insert. So DML first command is what? Insert. So DML stands for what? Data manipulation language. Whatever the data is going to manipulate, so that we call it as DML language. So in that first command is insert is used to insert the data. Right? Now, so in this data, first we have insert command. Okay. Now insert is for what? To insert the data into the table. Inserting nothing but putting the data into the table. So మనం table లో data పెట్టాలి అంటే మనకి insert command use చేయాలి. Now the syntax of insert has two types. The first one is insert into table name. Insert into table name. First syntax is what? Insert into table name, column names and values. Here we have to specify the values. Now the second syntax is what? Insert into table name, values, value 1, 2, 3, so on, value n. So what the difference you have between these two syntaxes? Here you are specifying the column names. That means here you are specifying the column names. Related values are to be specified over here. So that is the first one. Next one is what? Directly you are specifying the values. So what is the problem with the second syntax? These value specification order must be same as your value in the table also. Okay. Now, I'll show you with an example. Insert, I have created a table, employee, employee ID, employee name, employee salary. Now, see the first syntax, insert into table name, employee, values, 101, XYZ 2000. That means what order I have in the table? First I have employee ID, then I have employee then I have employee salary. If you are using second syntax of our subject, that means DML command, you have to remember the column order. First employee ID, second employee name, third employee salary. So first I'm giving employee ID, then I'm giving name, then I'm giving employee salary. So that means if you are using this syntax, you must and should remember the order of the columns in the table. If it is of short table, so you can easily remember that the order of the column. If your table contains hundreds of columns, will you remember the order? No. So what is the second syntax is? Insert into employee. So what we are specifying here? Employee name, employee salary, employee ID. That means here I'm giving in different order, not in the same order. So what will happen? Whatever the first value you are specifying here, that is related to XYZ. That means this employee name is of XYZ. Next, employee salary you are specifying, that is of 2000. Next, employee ID is there, that is of 101. So, if you are specifying column names here and their respected values in the same order, that అంటే ఏంటి ఇక్కడ ఏ ఆర్డర్ లో రాస్తే ఇక్కడ కూడా ఆర్డర్ లో ఉండాలి. సో మీరు ఎలా రాస్తే అలా వచ్చేసి వాల్యూస్ అనేవి ఈ టేబుల్లో స్టోర్ అవుతాయి. క్లియర్? సో దీనికి డిఫరెన్స్ అర్థమైందా? సో ఫస్ట్ దాంట్లో ఏంటి మనం కాలమ్ నేమ్స్ స్పెసిఫై చేయట్లేదు కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ వాల్యూస్ ఎలా ఇవ్వాలి? మీరు టేబుల్లో కాలమ్స్ ఏ ఆర్డర్ లో ఉంటే ఇక్కడ వాల్యూస్ అదే ఆర్డర్ లో ఇవ్వాలి. ఫస్ట్ సింటాక్స్ కూడా. సెకండ్ సింటాక్స్ లో ఏంటి? మీరు ఇక్కడ కాలమ్ నేమ్స్ ఏ ఆర్డర్ లో స్పెసిఫై చేస్తే ఇక్కడ వాల్యూస్ కూడా అదే ఆర్డర్ లో ఇవ్వాలి. అంటే ఈ సి సింటాక్స్ టేబుల్ కి సంబంధించినట్టుగా ఉండదు. మీ ఇష్టం ఉన్నట్టుగా రాసుకోవచ్చు, కానీ ఈ ఆర్డర్ సేమ్ గా ఉండదు. బట్ ఇన్ ద ఫస్ట్ సింటాక్స్, whatever the values you are specifying here, whatever the values you are giving over there, those must be of same order. Clear? So if what the values will be inserted, 101, the employee name is XYZ and employee salary is of 2000 will be inserted into this table. Clear this? First, table. In order to insert the data, first we need to have a table. Now, what is the syntax of create table? Create table, table name. So I'm going to create a employee table. To with that, I need employee ID. So that is of which type? Number type. And I'm giving primary key over there. Right? Primary key. Next, I accept employee name. So it is of varchar 2 of 20 I'm taking. So 20 characters maximum. Then I'm taking employee salary. So it is of number type. Now write this and I'm closing this one. So what will happen with this? We are going to create a table. So you can compile this only one query at the same time. After writing these two queries also, you can compile at the same time. So first I'm compiling this. That means I'm running this. So table is created. Now after creating table, what you have to do? Just put that in a double comment section. Now insert the data. Insert into. So first follow this command. Insert into table name. So what is a table name? Employee. I am saying values. So what values you have to specify? You have to specify the values in which order. In which order you have given the column names. In the same order you have to give the values. So I am giving 101. Now next one is what? Employee name. So wherever you are writing character type, that must be enclosed in a single quotes. So don't forget. So I'm writing X, Y, Z name I'm giving. Next, I'm giving some 2000 salary, right? So this here what? 101 number, 2000 number. No need of a single quotes. Whereas the name is of character type, so enclosed in a single quotes. Now run this. Now what you are getting? One row inserted, right? Next. I'm also putting this in a comment section so that you can write it. Now I'll insert the values by using second syntax. Insert into table name. So what is the second syntax of our specification? Provide the column names in any order, but the value should be specified in the specified order of columns here, right? Now employee name. So first I want to insert employee name. Next I want to insert employee ID. Next I want to insert employee salary. Now values. So first what you are specifying here, the order first be employee name. So I'm writing employee name as some ABC, right? Next I want to insert employee ID 102. Next I want to insert employee salary. So I'm writing employee salary at 3000. So insert into employee name. Whatever the order you are specifying here, the same order should be here in this syntax. Now say run. So already first it is executed. If I say same again, compile, what you are getting? Unique constraint error you are getting. That means what? Already this is executed once. If again I type 102, you will get an error. Right? Now, I'll show you how the data will be. Now I'm also putting this in the same section. So why I get here error? I pressed the run button 2 times. That means 102 is inserted once. Again, if I say 102, we are giving primary key. So it is not accept duplicate values. So that is the error here, right? Now I want to display my table. So if you want to display the data along with the column names, we have a command called select. So what is select? We'll know in the next session completely. Select star from table name. So table name here what? Employee. So this is the syntax of select command. What is this select? What is star? What is from? What is this? Everything I will tell you in the next session. So just simply remember that select star from employee. So it will show you the table along with the column names. See here, employee ID, employee name, employee salary. So 102, 101. That means whatever the values you are inserted, 102, ABC, 3000. Next 101, XYZ, 2000. Clear? So two rows are inserted. That means in any order you can insert. That means either you follow this syntax or you can follow this syntax. Whatever the order you follow, that must be, values must be inserted into the table. Clear all this one? Now we'll insert other records into the table. So simply if you want to do, just follow the first syntax. Insert into table name. So what is the table name? Employee. Then values. So 101, 102 is over. Why? Because it is a primary key. If you write again 101 or 102, it will show you an error. So for take some other values for employee ID. So I'm taking 103. Some name of the employees FFF I'm taking, and some salary of the employees I'm taking as 4000. 2-3 comments I'll insert at the same time. Insert into employee, say values. Now in these values I'm inserting 104. I'm taking G, and I'm taking the salary as 2000. Right? Now you can compile, you can run 2 insert commands or 3 insert commands at the same time also, no problem. I'm putting all these in a comment section. That means these statements are not going to execute now. So only these two statements are going to execute. Say run. So what you're getting, one row inserted, one row inserted. So singly it is shows one row, one row. 2 rows are inserted. Right? Now I'm also putting this in comment section. Now I want to see whether the rows are inserted or not. Select star from EMP. Right? Select star from EMP. So all these are in comment section. Only this one statement is going to execute. Say run. So your table must contains what? 101, 102, 103, 104. 4 records you need to have. See here, 102, 101, 103, 104. Clear all? So these 4 rows are inserted into our table. Now I will save this table so that if you want to perform any modifications in next sessions, that will be useful to us. I'm saving save the session. So it is asking the session name. So it is of which command? Session of insert command. Save the session as unlisted. Anyone share? The next command is update command. So what is mean by update? Whatever the data already there, if you want to modify that data, we are saying that update. Now, for example, when you registered your name in the college, you will give your father number, mobile number, or your mother mobile number, or your sisters or brothers. Later on that, if you want to do the modification to your mobile number, so what we have to do? We have to come to the administration department and we have to say, so my mobile number has to be changed. So you can update my mobile number. That means what? Already one thing is there in the database. If you want to do modification to the data, so we use update command. So alter, update. Don't get be confused. Alter is to update that means changes to the table structure. Whereas update command is used to change the data of the table. Alter useful for updating table structure. Update command is used to update the table data. Table structure is different, table data is different. Now we'll see the syntax of the update command. So update command is used to update or modify the value of the column in the table, right? Now here we see the syntax. Update is a keyword. You have to specify the table name. Next, set is a keyword. So where you want to set the value, then after column name is equals to value, what the column name you want to modify, and like that how many number of columns you want to modify, that many number of column names equals to some values you have to write. If you need any condition, we are going to implement where condition also, right? Now, we'll see one example. Update students table, set username is equals to Sonu, where the student ID is equals to 3. Now, wherever student ID is 3 is there, I want to modify the username as Sonu. So, this is a example for update command. That means what? Wherever the student number is 3 is there, I want to modify the name as Sonu. Okay. Now we'll see this example in our Oracle, in our table. Now here what you have, we have employee number has 101, 102, 103 and 104. Now I want to update the employee name as GGG as yes. So what is the command to update the table? Now what is the syntax of update? Update table name. So what is the table name? Employee. What you want to update? I want to update employee name column. So what employee name you want to change? I want to change as say Shrikar. So I want to change the employee name as Shrikar. Where you want to update this data? So you have 104 name as GGG is here. Now I want to change 104 employee name as Shrikar. So right, what is our condition? Where the employee number is 104, where the employee number is 104, there I want to update the name as Shrikar. Now say run. Sorry, here we have set. Employee table name set. Set you have keyword in the syntax. Update employee table set this one. Say run. Employee, sorry, here employee ID is there. I have given employee number. So column names must and remember. So one row updated. So well, now we'll check whether the row is updated or not. Now I'm taking this from comment section. So this statement is going to be executed. Say run. If you run, what you will to know, 104 name should be Shrikar. So look here. Now what is the name you have here? Shrikar. That means GGG is updated as what? Shrikar. Clear now? What is update command? Update command is used to modify the table data where you want to modify. So employee ID, wherever employee ID is 104 is there, I want to update that as Shrikar here. Now consider, for example, I don't want to have the where condition. Where condition is optional here. Now, here we have different kinds of salaries to all employees. Yes or no? 3,000, 2,000, 4,000, 3,000. If I am not writing where condition, what will happen? Whatever the update you are doing here, that will be applicable to all at the same time. Whatever, how many number of rows you have, that many number of rows, you will get the name as Shrikar. So, you must specify where you want to modify. Now, I am writing the condition update statement without where. What will happen? Just observe. Update employee table, set employee salary. Now I want to modify the employee salary to all as 10,000. I am not specifying where. Now put the semicolon, say run. So how many rows are updated here? See, 4 rows are updated. If you are writing where condition, 1 row is updated. If I am not writing where condition, 4 rows are updated. That means where specifies that whether you want to update a single row or all the rows in the table. Now check the table. Select star from employee table. Say run. If you say run, so look over the employee salaries. So 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. So all the employee salaries are how? Now 10,000 only. Why? Because we are not specifying where condition. What I'm saying, set the employee salary as 10,000. If you are not writing where means what? This 10,000 will be applicable to all the employees of that. If you are saying, if I am saying where employee ID is equals to 101. For example, 101 salary, I want to make it as 12,000. Now I'm removing it from comment section. What here you are doing? I'm doing update employee table, set employee salary is equals to 12,000, where employee ID is equals to 101. So what will happen with this statement? Wherever employee ID is 101 is there, only the particular employee salary will be updated as 12,000. Say run. If you say run, update employee set salary. Wait a minute. Invalid statement. Update employee set employee salary is equals to 101. So, oh, okay. Here we are executing two statements at the same time, so you are not getting. So, update employee set salary is equals to 101. So, what you are getting? One row updated. So, previously you have get error here. Why? Because I am executing the select statement, update statement. So, two statements of different kinds of commands will not be executed. So, this is select command, this is update command. So, you are not able to execute that. But you can write two insert statements at the same time, two update statements at the same time. Now one row is updated now. Now we'll check whether the data is updated or not. Now see. Say run. Now employee 1 salary check. Now what is employee 1 salary? 12,000. Remaining all salaries are 10,000 only. So are you able to understand the difference between writing where condition without where condition update command? So you can write the update command with where condition, without where condition also. With where condition, only one row will be updated. Without where condition, all the rows will be updated. Clear?